Good morning, geocachers, treasure hunters and thrill seekers. It is just after 7:15 on a bright January morning. We've just had February. We've just had Storm Eunice, and there's a geocache popped up September time last year, and I haven't had a chance to go and do it. And it's called York Telephone Exchange. I wonder if you can guess where that's based. So I'm just heading out. Don't know whether this camera will pick it up, but the moon looks glorious up there at the moment. I'm just heading out to sneak it in, and I'm going to see my mum today and stay there for tonight, take her out a bit. And I thought I'd do a few on the way to Filey too, but before I set off to Filey, I thought I'd go and get this one. It's a bit cool, but as you can see there's no frost on the cars, which is a bonus. The weather on a weekend has been really naff of late. Wet, windy, and so on. I've managed to sneak a couple of kayaking camping trips in and that kind of thing, but not been able to get out. I wanted to get out and do a camp last night, but to be honest with you, I knew that I wouldn't sleep very well with the whole Storm Eunice thing, because it was really windy. I was going to do a car camp, and the car would have just been buffeted with wind, and it kept me awake. Plus, I'm sleeping at my mum's on the floor kind of thing, and that'll be 2 nights this weekend where I wouldn't have had very good sleep. Didn't fancy that. That's Glen Gardens over there, down East Parade, and it won't be too long before all those trees start to bud and the signs of spring start to return. In the meantime, the sounds of noisy dogs. So I'm now just heading on to Lathorpe. There's a new build going on over there. Then a bit further down the road, there's a new one. There's a lot of development going on. That down there, that's the cycle path, Route 66. And we've done a series of caches along there already. You might have done those with me. Did you? Let me know in the comments if you did. I'm not sure what that one's going to be at the moment. Quite possibly, if it follows the prevailing trend, flats. It probably says on that sign. You know how when you've got a car, one of the things you struggle with is finding a reliable garage. Got to admit, National Tyres here, if you live in York, I'd recommend these guys. They've done several bits of work on my car, a couple of MOTs. Yeah, never any problems. Right now, I know I've done this before, but if you haven't seen the video, this will be new. Gym number 1. We walk a little bit further down. Look at that. Gym number 2. Oh look, gym number 3. How do they make money? And here's that other new build area I was telling you about. This is actually quite big. No idea what this one's going to be either. That's the River Foss, and it is actually flowing quite fast for the Foss at the moment. As I say, Storm Eunice. The level's higher than normal too. Now you might be able to tell from the traffic noise that we're entering the town centre, and that's the reason why I popped out to do this one relatively early, because it is in a high Muggle area. A very high Muggle area actually, because it's the telephone exchange and there are employees heading in and out of there all the time. That's a spectacular horse chestnut tree when it's in full bloom. So we're just passing now the Black Swan. Quite popular and well-known pub in York. The old Tudor style. Done quite a few gigs and attended quite a few gigs and stuff here. Do lots of folky stuff. And then next door to it, you've got this big glass monstrosity. The Hiscox building. In other videos where I've meandered down this road, you might have heard me mention about the eyesore. That is the telephone exchange. And at the time of talking about it, and calling it an eyesore, I had no idea there was a little cheeky geocache behind it. But I'm not wrong though. I mean, it is a great ruddy eyesore. Now we could get to this by going down there and round, but I'm going to take you up the back passage. Ooh! Here we go. Black Horse Passage. There's the monstrosity. And the geocache is just down here and on my left. Naturally, I won't be showing you exactly where that is, because you know I don't like to give the game away. It is quite gratifying to see that I did the right thing by getting here early, because there's nobody else around. Found it! Well, as I say, I did find it yesterday. So I'm just going to sign this up. Well, I haven't even opened it up yet. Yeah, there's a little log inside here. Just going to sign this up and put it back. Signed it, logged it, popped it back. So yeah, that was a good little early start find for the weekend. Don't know whether you've enjoyed this, but if you have, show the video some love with a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing on the channel, by all means hit the subscribe and bell notification. Costs you nothing, just means you get a notification whenever I've uploaded a new video to YouTube. And you only get that when you open up YouTube, so it's pretty cool. Right, as I say, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself. I think shall I do a little time lapse on the way home? Hyperlapse perhaps? Could do, couldn't we?